So getting back to these stocks, I did pick out a select list of a couple of that we're looking at, and they all have short floats above 10%. So they are volatile. They can move with momentum, and a couple of them have volume behind them, and a couple of them don't. So a couple we are calling the patience trade still, and a couple that we are really, really eyeing up. BPZ Resources, ticker symbol BPZ, being one of them. If we break that 2 million daily shares traded tomorrow, or even today if we broke it, I really think that we could get a nice run. We have a great support system here with the 5-day and the 10-day kind of looking at that momentum with that crossover, that short-term crossover. But we also have the 50 and the 200-day as well as the $7 price support really, really working to our advantage on the long side. We have the 20 and the 100-day, which are the yellow and the green lines that you see on the chart here. I'll zoom in a little bit. But I think that if we break above this descending trend line, we definitely have a move to 825. And if we have enough momentum and volume, we could even break into this area and get to 9, maybe 10. But I'm not pushing that. I mean, maybe in a couple of weeks we could get to 10. But you never know. I think that a move to 825 on a break of that descending trend line, however, if that would have held today, I think you would have seen 825 tomorrow, hands down. Because we held this descending trend line, it will be interesting to see what happens tomorrow. But if we get a break, I don't like trading off of the break until I know that the break is pretty legitimate. So I won't trade on this maybe till the end of the day, but I won't even begin looking at this probably until Thursday. GY is another one, GenCorp. I'm looking for some neutrality here, possibly like a flag, maybe even set up in a high and tight, so we can look for a measured move of about, I guess it would be a buck, $1.30. So that would put us to 690, which would get us up into this range, which would make a little bit of sense because we are seeing some price support around 690. We do have to break. In my opinion, we still have to break this area here because this is one of the areas of the consolidation on the way down. So our next support for GY would be 630, above 550. But we're also looking at the 100-day simple moving average. Volume has been amazing. So again, I think we are going to see that volume taper off a little bit, and we're going to see some neutrality start coming in. Fuki. A lot of people are hating on Fuki. I think that if we get a pop, this bad boy has a short float of 35%. So if we get a pop in volume to the upside, if we break this little descending trend line that we have here, if we make a higher low on this chart, I think that we could get a break, and I think that we could fill this gap as well. So this is one that we're going to be watching, but we need volume and we need a definitive breakout above 12. Really a definitive breakout above 12. I guess that would be 1250, wouldn't it? 1264. Okay, so we need a definitive breakout, in my opinion. Let's just say 1265. Buy in at around 1275 towards the end of the day on good volume. I think we have a run to at least 1550, but I can see this gap being filled rather quickly, so we need to keep watching this for a short squeeze, but we also need to volume is our tell with this one, hands down. Seed is another one with a high short float, 30%. I can see this being a short squeeze breakout above the symmetrical triangle that we have, and it's really starting to squeeze. It's kind of consolidating around a lot of pivotal simple moving averages. We have the 50, the 100, and the 20 all in this symmetrical triangle right now. The symmetrical triangle range is getting very, very tight. We're at like 75 cents right now for this range. So if we get a breakout, it's going to break to 12. We could even get a breakout higher if we get a lot of volume. This short float is ridiculous. So we're either going to break down hard or we're going to break out hard. So this is one to watch. And again, back to that volume strategy, we're going to use volume as a tell to see whether or not this will break out or break down. And we can trade it either way. This is why I like this chart so much. We can trade this either way, but we have to be on top of the trade and we have to watch it. We have to watch it. It's patience. It's a patience trade, but we need to make sure because this could be a very profitable trade when it either breaks out or breaks down.